You are overqualified. Have you heard that before when you're interviewing for a job? What does this really mean? My name is Joe Lauji. I've been a recruiter for coming up to a decade. You can go verify me on LinkedIn. I've got 180,000 followers over there, and I've got about 140,000 followers over here. In my experience, when you hear the words overqualified, what the company is really saying is that they think you are too old or they think that you are too expensive. No one wants to say it, so the easy way to cover up for ageism is to say you're overqualified. So if this is the feedback that you keep on getting, I think it's important that you understand what are some negative thoughts that are probably going through the prospective employer's mind, which leads them to say this. So when companies see someone who's more experienced or older, dare I say, they start to make some assumptions. And here are some of the assumptions that they make. The first assumption is they might think that you're not going to be able to pick up new technology. You've heard the saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. People think that when it comes to picking up new systems, new technology. Second thing people think about is whether or not you're going to be able to work for a long time. Maybe you're going to retire in the next 5 years. Funnily enough, though, the same companies complain about job hoppers not staying there long enough. So it's almost like they can't win either way, but they try to on both sides of the spectrum. Number three, they might think that you're going to be difficult to manage. Maybe they've got a younger management team and they wonder how you're going to deal with the authority of somebody younger than you managing you. Number four, they might think you might work at a slower pace. Again, there's an idea that once you're older, you start to work at a more relaxed pace. You're not as ambitious, etc., etc. Number five, they might think that you just want more money or you're going to ask for more money than maybe some of the candidates that don't have as much experience are asking for. So now that you know those 5 points, when you're in an interview, you really want to try hard to get in front of these potential negative thoughts. For example, when it comes to learning new technology, obviously they think that maybe you can't pick up new technology. So talk as much as you can about how you have implemented new systems, how you've tried new things at work, how you really get excited when you get to work with a new piece of technology, and have specific examples in your current role about times when you've had to adapt to new technology. The job search is really, really hard, but I have found that it is significantly harder for those who are more experienced. And if I talk to people who, for example, who are over 50, it is really, really tough on the job search. But just know that these are some of the things that hiring managers and recruiters are going to be thinking in the back of their minds. So do your best to prepare and do your best to get in front of any of these objections they might have. If this was helpful, give me a follow, and I appreciate any thoughts that you have in the comments too.